Welcome, I'm Avatar Slang, your ultimate go-to for fiction, fandom, and nerd culture, where they collide with politics, society, and everything in between. Before we dive in, follow the podcast on Spotify or your favorite platform so you never miss an episode. You watch on YouTube, then make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Sharing, reviewing, and spreading the word helps the podcast grow. For more nerdy content, follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Avatar Slang. That's Avatar. Because we're doing Black Panther this week, I have to issue a spoiler alert because we'll be covering an MCU movie. So we could talk about any movie that has to do with the MCU. And being that my people, they're a little random, they might pull in things from other movies, but mostly a spoiler warning for the MCU stuff. So that'll cover anything in Marvel Comics, the TV shows, or any of the 30-something movies.
This is the spoiler alert. You've been warned.
What's up, y'all? Thanks for joining me.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on, bro?
I'll be honest, it's funny that I'm the one who's supposed to edit it. I just finished the movie today.
Same.
The rewatch.
Yeah, I watched it today too.
Kind of quiet over there, Ross.
No, I watched it like over the last couple of days.
Yeah, I remember you said that actually. But did you name yourself after Agent Ross?
Nah, what made me do it? I actually don't remember. I just
It's
made it
been
up.
that
I just
long,
pulled
huh?
out- Yeah, I was
That's
18.
funny.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the first, obviously, so let me tell the audience, this is the first time we're doing this. So this is called Movie Mondays, but realistically it's going to drop on a Tuesday, but we're together on a Monday doing this. And I got to give credit to X. It was X's idea. And it was a good way to get the ball rolling. Hold on, this dog. I'm going to just hold him.
Max is nuts.
Max is tripping, but he on camera now.
Snap, he got a haircut.
Yeah.
Oh, man, he looked like a
Hold on, I
puppy.
got to kick him out. He's doing too much.
He lost 3 pounds.
Oh
my goodness, Max. I haven't seen that in a while.
He's naked.
But no, I think he's super naked.
Yeah.
But no, I thought it was I picked Black Panther because that's one of the biggest movies, I mean, our lifetimes. And then obviously the Black factor, it's Marvel. I thought it was just an easy pick for us.
Yeah. And what relates to your podcast.
Bingo. So, that's my wheelhouse. Like the whole African thing. I like Marvel. I like the political stuff. Perfect movie for me.
Well,
say it.
Where are you from?
West Africa.
So not West Philly.
Same thing. West Philly and West Africa, the same thing. But no, what I was going to say is, hold on. I want to do the rundown of the movie real quick, but the dog is making noise, so I'm about to kick him out.
He's honestly not coming up on camera though. We can't hear him.
Yeah, I don't hear him doing anything. And he went right back in the room. That's Max.
Turns out he was thirsty. He wasn't just being a jerk.
Deleted it?
Nah, he I had to keep on doing so it could go back to normal. Okay, so Rob, so all right, I'm back on track. My bad, y'all. So the Black Panther film, I never knew this. And Rob, it draws inspiration from 2 comic books, one that happened in 1998 and one that happened in 2016. 2016 is pretty recent because the movie came out, 2017?
2018.
It was 2018? Thank you for that, X. Okay. So they took a story that just came out and adapted it. So the themes of the movie was I just looked this up. I'll be honest. I didn't put it together fully. I knew some of it, but some of it I had to do some research on it. Afrofuturism, diaspora tensions. I like that word, diaspora. So basically, you ever go online and it's like the Africans versus African Americans versus Caribbeans?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it covers that type of tension between different types of Black people. Global responsibility, because obviously the whole Wakanda thing, like they got all this tech, they got all these resources, while there's other Black people who don't have anything and they're being oppressed. Cultural representation, I thought that was really cool. That's the part that showed the most even before the movie came out. So I'm gonna ask each one of y'all, and I will start with Joy. Does Black Panther challenge or reinforce stereotypes about Africa and its people to you? Did it change anything? Did it reinforce what you already knew? Like, how'd you feel about that?
It's funny that you said that you had just looked that up because, like, when I was just rewatching it, that's what I walked away from it with. This time, rewatching it, even though I'm sure I felt it before, but that was years ago. Yeah, it definitely felt like almost like not necessarily an apology, but opening up that conversation with the other Blacks worldwide, where it was kind of like, because we have to address that slavery did take part with a lot of Africans owning and selling other Africans. So it kind of just felt like it was opening up that conversation where we
Mm-hmm.
can kind of say to each other, it necessarily wasn't my fault. And I understand what has
Mm-hmm.
happened as a result of it. But now we can kind of build a bridge from it. And that's kind of what I walked away from it with. Did I walk away having a different opinion of Africans? No, I would say I have a deeper
Mm-hmm.
understanding of tribalism and the type of tolls and ties it takes on people. Like you even see that play out with oh my goodness, what's her name? Like the general and her husband,
Okoye.
T'Challa's. Yeah. Like you even see that play out with her and her husband where it's like tribalism and like, their status, it means a lot to Africans. Like it's kind of like their whole identity. So it kind of just I left with a deeper understanding of that.
Okay. What about you, Robert?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Superhero movies, I don't really be caring about the message. I'm just looking for a good movie. Like
And
I'm
I
happy that
like that answer.
in my lifetime, I'm just happy to see the stuff that I watch on cartoons come alive. So I'll be caring about what they're like. The propaganda never hits me. The hidden details stuff never hits me. I'm just looking to see somebody that one of my cartoon heroes or whatever show up on the big screen. The interesting thing about Black Panther before the movie came out, I didn't know nothing about Black Panther. So to me, it was just a brand new experience. I didn't start reading about him in comics until I saw that they were making a movie about it. So before then, he didn't pop up because I watched 90s cartoons. He never popped up in any of the cartoons I
He really
watched.
didn't.
Yeah, so I never really learned about him until I saw that they were making a Black Panther movie. And then I started going back and reading some of the comics where I saw him doing this or that. So I already knew exactly what he was about by the time the movie came up. But when I watch superhero movies, I'm just watching it for an enjoyable movie.
When I know why I like that you said that, because one day we're gonna do an episode on Thunderbolts, and the audience is gonna be like, "I thought you didn't care about the themes."
No, but see now when you're
You talk about
making a
back then.
movie, yeah, I'm just saying when like a movie comes out, I'm not watching it for the theme.
Gotcha.
Now, if they're selling a certain point, like when there are moments that sell, like when I watched Thunderbolts, I didn't walk away saying, dang, like this is the mental health, da da da. I knew that because that's what everybody was preaching it. I just thought it was a good movie
Okay.
that like made me emotional because they was all going through something. And it was relatable, but I wasn't sitting there thinking like, dang, this really speaks to my mental health. It does for a lot of people, but for me, I'm just trying to see a good movie.
What about you, X?
What was the question again?
Did it Did it reinforce? Did it show you anything about Africa in a certain way that make you think differently? And it's okay if it didn't. I'm just wondering how it hit everybody here.
Yeah, I've never been to Africa before.
Hey, it's just so much.
Yeah, anybody's been to Wakanda before. For me, I've never been there.
It was a great movie. It does
It's like,
open up your eyes to like, like the third world countries and stuff, and also the other little like plot themes, not the plot themes, but like the plot points that affect the story, like the king and stuff like that, and like fighting for the rights and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it makes sense that they were riding on rhinoceros.
oh,
No, I actually got something about that because I agree with that.
Yeah,
Speaking of that, I'm gonna throw in a fun fact. Those rhinos were actually horses,
were
and
they
they,
actually?
when they CGI'd them or
mm-hmm,
motion captured them.
yeah, they did
That's
the
bullshit.
mocap. I
Talking
just found out today.
about CGI, I feel like I've heard that a lot of people didn't like it or that they had problems with it.
They
That was
had
the thing.
problems with some of it. One of the main problems they had with the CGI was the final fight scene
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to.
with him and Killmonger when they was in their suits in the Great Mound. Most of that fight was CGI.
Yeah,
I saw after I watched, I looked up like some reviews, and that was like one of the biggest gripes. There wasn't many gripes about the movie, but some that was one of the main ones. Was just like they're just like, aren't we in a time now where you can make stuff look more realistic?
So that way, because if it'll take when I
that's so
okay,
much.
but no, that is a thing though. So what I learned was I read the MCU book and they said Marvel basically because they made so many movies and like what they do like 16 movies in like 4 years something like that at one point. So they work too hard and they don't make their own CGI. They outsource it.
Yeah,
And the people who do the CGI are actually like really underpaid and overworked. So it shows in some of their movies. Because to your point, CGI is usually good, but we found the weak points. And that tunnel scene, that's the one that stuck out to y'all. The train scene when it was Killmonger and T'Challa.
yeah, that's the talking point that pops up when people say
Okay.
they have an issue with the CGI.
Now I got a question. Did y'all notice that before the comments? Like when you was
Yeah,
in the movie, you noticed the CGI at first?
yeah, look animated.
Okay.
When they
I'll
jumping
say,
around, you could tell
Yeah.
like that it's not.
yeah, I would say with a
Like it
lot
looks
of
computer generated.
Okay.
I would say with a lot of newer movies
No, I didn't
that you
care,
see.
but I know that's one of the aspects why, like the new Spider-Man is getting so much like they're glazing that
Yeah,
joint.
they
But
are.
one of the things that they're doing for the first time is you see the set piece. He's doing like practical swinging, like he's really swinging himself.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So you're saying it's more real than the CGI they've been using in other Marvel movies.
Basically, yeah. And
It's
I never really like thought of that, but they're saying like all the other Spider-Mans when he web swings the CGI. They're saying this one he's really like if you
what they
saw it, he
call
has
it?
18.
Yeah, they call it practical effects.
Yeah, they call it
Yeah.
practical,
Okay.
so practical web swinging. So it's
Okay.
really his body doing all these movements and pulling the
Okay.
strings, those legs and stuff, which I think is cool. I mean, it's
Yeah.
more work for him because now he's
Hmm.
really doing all them poses in the air. And they thought it was cool because they showed one of the set photos. He's swinging by somebody's real life apartment, and
Hmm.
he like as he's swinging, he waves at him. So they're like, dang, like he's really making this stuff happen in real life. People really think
Yeah.
he's Spider-Man now.
Yeah. Well, some kids really gonna think that.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Dang.
let's talk about casting. Were y'all good with the casting? Like, did y'all see each person and be like, all right, this is a match? Anyone stick out and be like, they weren't that good?
I didn't like Killmonger.
Really? Oh, you know what? I knew people. I heard that when it was new.
Yeah, when it first came out, that was a criticism. They said Michael B. Jordan, the way he acted, it was just seemed kind of bland.
Yeah, I heard like
I wouldn't even
corny.
use the word bland. It was it
I
just
thought it was
wasn't
over.
right.
I kind of felt like I don't know how I felt. It's like I kind of like going back and rewatching it. I felt like his acting was like over the top. Is that how you felt, X? Like I almost felt like it was like over
Yeah,
exaggerated. Because I was just like, come on now,
like
who's
when
this
he
much of an
right after
asshole?
he robbed yeah, right after he robbed the John and then like started hooking up with the John in the back of the van, like
Yeah,
that John was just over the top.
it was. It
Or the
was.
high auntie part. Y'all
I
ain't like
noticed
that?
it. No, the high auntie was cool. It was like,
What?
menacing and everything, and that was his ad lib, so it was cool. But it was like how X said, and I that was a part that I kind of zoomed in on too when they rob the museum and they jump in the back and he like starts kissing her. It was very over the top.
Yeah,
Mm,
it was just like I don't know, and like we've seen movie characters like that where like like the boy like who like is separated from his family, like who's not the king.
yeah.
Like I can't call anyone specific right now, but like the way he was acting, it didn't really fit.
So I thought that at first, and then my friends convinced me otherwise. So I'm gonna say this: do you think it stuck out because he's the obviously it's not something y'all thinking about, but background wise,
He's the
he's
American.
not classically trained the way the other people are. He's a
Mm.
child actor. Yeah. Whereas the other people went to like theater school and all that. Like Chadwick Boseman went to Howard, I think. And all the other people, some of the other people came from the UK. You know how UK actors get down.
Yeah. We were talking about that in the other podcast that me, you, and Robert did.
Did we talk about that? I don't remember.
How everyone's
UK versus
We
like
did talk
American
about that.
actors.
We did talk about that.
I kind of felt like it
what
was
does that
like,
have to do with anything?
hmm? I kind of felt like that's what they wanted from him, though, was to be over the top like that and to be dramatic like that because he was supposed to be representing the American Black struggle. He was supposed to be representing the American Black anger and the American Black, I want retribution. I
I agree with
want
that.
this. Like, look at what was done to me. I've been abandoned. So I felt like it played into the role, but going back and watching it, I do see how it could be more of what the African perspective of what an American is because I sit on chats sometimes and that is the prompt. It is UK blacks and it is African blacks and Caribbean blacks talking to American blacks and one thing that they always say is, "Oh, you guys are so loud, you're so angry, you don't you don't take anything, like you're not appreciative of anything." So I kind of felt like that's exactly what he was trying to channel and embody because he seems so arrogant that it's like, oh, this is how we seem to them, like we're vengeance seeking.
Right. So I've never thought of it that way. More what I thought was I thought some of what you said, but I always noticed the idea that I don't want to talk about the militant part, but just the outgoing part. I've noticed that like I remember one time I was at this is when I was in West Philly. I must have been like 11. I went to the World Ice place and my friend Karan, he was talking to me. We were kids. He was loud. We're outside, so of course we're loud. And the girl was like, the woman who was there was like, "Oh, my niece is scared of you. Like, you American people are like really loud." And I was just like, "Ugh, whatever. Like, you're outside. Relax." And we're
Hmm.
11.
American people, where was she from?
She was Caribbean. Because I asked, I was like, "Where you from?" She was like, she either said like Barbados or Jamaica. I don't remember what she said. And I was just like, "You're weird." And it doesn't even serve. It doesn't serve anything for me to be like, well, I'm African, because it's like I don't need to say I'm African to be like, well, I'm better than African Americans. Like, and I
Yeah,
like X said, I've never been to Africa anyway.
right.
So but no, that's a good point. I do think outside of the whole it's supposed to be from the view of an African thing, I think the idea of him being the only African American person in the film made him
Mhm.
stick out more.
Mhm.
It's like how I would stick out if I went to China or if I went to Jamaica. They like, this guy's not Jamaican. Like,
Wait, what? You just said he was the only African American one in the movie?
like character wise.
Character wise, he was supposed to be the
Oh,
only.
okay,
Yeah.
I get what I get what you mean.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So we can move on to the next John. Matter of fact, why are we on Killmonger? Was Killmonger right?
Well, Marvel does a that's Marvel's thing though. That's what they do with all their villains. They make their villains that it's like a gray area. It's like they're not exactly right, but they're not fully wrong. The stuff they be doing is drawing and wrong, but their reasoning don't be wrong.
Right. And some people take that to be, I'm not saying they're wrong or right. The people are taking it a certain way, but some people take that to be like, well, because of his motivation, he's not wrong. Whereas some people are like, I don't like how you carry that out, so that makes you wrong.
Yeah,
But with those,
their execution be wrong.
right. But there's some people that don't think the execution was wrong. And I think that's what makes it a good talking movie for people. So it sounds like, Robert, you think the execution was wrong at least.
Yeah, I think they do that with most Marvel villains. They got this grand plan or they was
Yeah.
like whatever.
Then you hear their
And
background.
yeah, their wife might have got obliterated, but then once you go and you just go kill a bunch of people, now you're wrong. Like that
Yeah.
part, it ain't no getting around that. Like, yeah, you were kicked out of your home and this and that, but you went and murdered some lady in art a museum. That doesn't like help your case.
Can I tell you something though? While we talk about the Lady Art Museum?
Never take a coffee or some dummy said.
Oh, I don't remember that, but
You didn't check that latte, huh? Sweet
he did say
cheeks. They
what?
said something weird.
That's what she got. And I think at that time, because Karen became a term, I think that's what she was supposed to represent. Like,
Yeah.
because like I wrote this down actually. You peeped that they were talking because most times when you go to a museum and you talk to one of the people who work there, they'd be excited to talk to you about the history of it. Why was he talking to her about the history of it? And she said, "Oh, you gotta leave."
Yeah, she was I guess meant to represent something.
Because and outside the representation, like the deep take, it was just like on a surface level. The moment it got too black for her, she said, "All right, bro, you gotta dip security," and
Yeah.
let him out. Like, what is that? Like, he was talking about the same thing you was talking about. You just didn't like the real history behind it.
Yeah, I felt like it
She
was
wasn't trying to hear all that.
stereotypical.
Yeah,
I thought it was stereotypical behavior for a for a YT woman in America. Like as soon as you felt uncomfortable with a situation, like you said, all of a sudden you try to frame it like, oh, this person's being aggressive with me, or like, I'm in danger because that's what they've been trained to do their whole lives.
one of the funniest part about all this time she was right.
Yeah, because she got murdered.
Yeah, she was right in this situation.
She was right this time.
She was
Do you
completely
have any
right.
confirmation though?
The last 100 black people she did it to, she was wrong, but she got it right this one.
This
It was too
time.
late.
Now you
This
got
one
somebody
time,
sitting there
the
like,
one
all
time,
right, all
right.
right. She was right one time.
Yeah.
She could actually still be living in the Marvel universe. We don't know. Because we
But
never
here's the
actually
thing.
saw her die.
The Marvel universe lives in capitalism, so she's not important enough, so they ain't bring her back.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Let me get back on track. So, Robert, I think this is your lane. You love the quotes. Is there any quotes that stuck out for you?
Oh yeah, my favorite part is when he comes back to life and calls him out, and he's like, "I am not dead. I
With the
did not
arms out?
yield."
So here's the thing. I'm gonna tell the audio listeners. Whenever there's a movie and it's like recent in Rob's memory, it's all he says for like weeks. Like he does it with everything. He does it with Daredevil and Punisher. He does it with Fast and Furious.
Dang, Daredevil had a good one.
All right, well, don't do your thing where you say it now.
He said they come up here, I ain't playing patty cake with these fanboys.
All
I'm
right, all right.
chopping them
Did
up,
you
you
have a
hear me?
quote?
Do you feel accomplished? Do I have a quote?
Yeah.
After Robert doing his, I feel nuts doing mine. What you
Oh,
say,
what's
Rob?
yours? I said you're gonna say something philosophical, like the sun always sets on the other side of the mound of Wakanda or something.
That's a good one. They would have cooked how they said that. They
Yeah.
would have freaking cooked.
What's your quote when he said, "Bury me in the sea with my ancestors"?
I'm not that kind of radical. I like that you think of that of me though.
People like that. I didn't.
See,
I was
even
People
the
like,
way he
love that
went out,
one.
I
And
I
didn't
I
was
was
like,
like
like, it
it.
whatever,
was
dude.
fine. But
Even the way he went out, it was like a
the
Yeah,
thing
he
scorned
is,
wasn't a good
American black.
character.
it was too extreme, maybe. It was a
It was
little
it was very
Yeah, like
extreme.
he
It was
just said I
like,
could
so
fix you
dang,
up.
so
Like you be
what?
like,
We just
nah.
going that's it. Especially for him to
He's
represent
like,
I'm
that
nah,
story.
don't
It's just
save me.
like, yeah, it was like, don't save me. I
yeah.
don't want to be saved. Like, what? No, I want to be.
Yeah,
Killmonger I know,
yeah.
like that I've read about,
Take me to the med bay, bro.
he
Yeah,
would
put
have
one
been
of
like, take
them.
me
Put
back and try
on.
to break out. Yeah.
Put a little
Yeah,
Koji
like he was
stone in my
riding too
back.
hard
Save me.
for that cause at that point.
Yeah, he was going way too hard.
Yeah, I didn't really
And
as a character.
his obsession
All right,
with
I got the
Zuri.
quote, Rob. Did he have a session with her?
He had a little obsession with Zuri
I
because
don't
he
think
knew that
so.
it was like T'Challa's like tick. So when they were having their fight by
Okay.
the train, he was like, that was what made T'Challa like put his mask back on because he was like, we don't have to handle it like this. And he was like, oh, I'm gonna bury you in the dirt right next to Zuri, and that's when he started snapping.
The the old head.
No,
No, he talking about Killmonger when he was
Killmonger.
about to kill his sister.
Yeah, when he was gonna kill Zuri. So he was
He
first
said
gonna kill
when he
Zuri
was
when they
fighting
were
Shuri.
above ground. Yeah,
Not saying it's Shuri for
Shuri.
the SH.
Because there is a Zuri.
What you
Yeah,
saying, X?
There is a Zuri too.
In the Black Panther movie, right?
Yes.
Was he the old head?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it
I thought I was
was. It
tripping.
was the
Okay.
one.
All right.
Uncle
So
James was Zuri.
yes, okay. Yes, correct. Okay. Which you know what? I ain't watched the movie in so long. When they revealed that he was James, why was I so shook? Like it wasn't old. I was like, that's James? I don't know why I was so shook.
That's funny when you watch a movie
But
back and you're surprised by it.
yeah. But me and my quote was actually sure related when she was like, "Oh, another white boy for me to fix up."
mm,
Because that's when it got a little bit like, Marvel movies are known for you have to do your homework. So that was a little bit of a homework line because this movie takes place directly after the third Captain America, Civil War.
mm.
And, obviously for the audience who doesn't know, that's where Black Panther lost his father at. And where am I going with this? This is why I need to stop talking so much. Oh, I was basically saying that at the end of that, Robert's boy Bucky he got to get frozen because he had
Yeah,
mental
they put him
issues.
back under. Yeah,
Okay, yeah. Until they can fix the condition that he went through. Dang, this is like real life. Y'all probably don't know this, but Africa and Russia low key tight. I said Africa like it's a country, but y'all know what I mean.
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's like a thing, but that'd be too boring. That'd be way too boring, and people be like, "I thought this was a Marvel podcast." I also got one more quote. I'll make this one faster. When Shuri was like, "Just because something works, it doesn't mean it cannot be improved." I feel like that, like in subtle ways. Sometimes in life we become like whatever, we just coasting, but it's like you should always be trying to improve. So I like that as an inventor or as a super smart girl, she's always just playing with things, trying to improve it.
Yeah. That is a good line.
Joey, was there a line for you, or did you say I talked so much I forgot?
For me, it would be wise men build bridges while what did he say? Dense men. What was he? He said wise men build bridges while silly men.
Oh, yeah, I remember that a little bit. I could look it up, but
Yeah,
tell me
it
what you
was
liked
like
about it while I could look it up.
because he said they build tension or something like that. It was something of the other. I was like, it's very true. Like people that tend to, even countries with their neighbors that tend to build bridges with them, create trade with them,
Mhm.
some type of relationship, intermarrying with them, they tend to have more success than those that try to build their relationship with others off of their differences. And now they create some type of prejudice and then they
Mhm.
want to fight.
Because you highlight what's different. And I got the quote, by the way. The wise build bridges while the foolish build barriers.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's a good one.
And I felt like that can
You
Good.
stick
know what?
even in
I
family.
forgot that happened. Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. I think it can show in multiple different ways. I mean, not ways, settings.
Hmm.
Okay, so we already kind of discussed this, but this is the nitpicks part. So obviously we nitpick Killmonger, but I do want to tell the audience I actually do like Killmonger's character. I
Yeah.
just think pieces of dialogue can stick out to people to be strange, but I actually didn't have a real problem with his performance. I do see the nitpicks though, and we already talked about CGI. Is there any nitpicks y'all had? I mean, it's a really good movie, so don't force a nitpick if you don't have one.
Really just didn't like Killmonger.
Okay,
Killmonger.
that's fair.
He gonna say,
I
like,
get
Trying to
it
bury a
though.
guy who
I
already
get it.
died.
I get it though.
Dang.
I really didn't like it at all.
Okay, not like so. It's
when it
like an
first
out of
came out,
10.
people said that was his worst performance.
No, come on.
Bro, I'm telling you, people did not like his when it first came out. Now after I watched it like a second time, I was like, it ain't that bad. But yeah, when it first came out, his
Mhm.
acting seemed like it didn't fit. It seemed like he was just talking his lines.
Yeah,
See, for
Like
me,
it
it didn't
seemed
feel
like,
that way. I just thought he stuck out.
I'm not an
yeah. No, I'm just saying that I saw it even without like the critics, but then I saw that I wasn't like it wasn't just me. It was like a lot of people.
Got it.
They thought that he had the worst performance in of that movie
Okay.
as far as like acting his role out.
All right. Well, I can tell y'all my nitpick real quick. I got two,
All right.
and this is a rewatch nitpick. I didn't notice this in the when I first watched it in theaters. I'm unless the movie's really bad in theaters, the nitpicks don't scream out at me, believe it or not. But on rewatch, when Shuri was like, "What are those?"
Yeah, the
Mm.
I didn't really love that.
Yeah, that was
it was
That was
a
on a
yeah.
rewatch, but it fit the time, so they forced the meme into it.
no,
Yeah.
that wasn't that time. Man, what are those is like that was way before that.
Yeah, they milked it for a while,
I think they were just
Yeah.
trying
or
to
maybe,
kind of
or
bridge that gap of like African culture and American culture right there.
but the thing is,
They missed.
we know that phrase in Africa. They didn't have to force that on us. Like, if that's what they're going for.
I think it was more like
Okay.
American
You know what, X?
comfortability.
You might be right. I think they was just trying to do the viral thing. But you know what? This is a little off topic, but Ryan Coogler, who directed Black Panther, also produced Ironheart. And Ironheart got similar criticisms for having all their quote
Yeah,
unquote
all them
jokes.
little yeah.
But those were all from 2014. Those
Yeah. Yeah, them Jones was not it.
like
What are
Houseway. Kids that are like 21 are not saying Houseway
Yeah,
or
don't
like
nobody
that.
say houseway no more.
Yeah, like I don't think I said it past 2016.
Yeah.
Like that got old fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
He's
John.
trying to relate.
But yeah. But the thing is, he already. But you know what? Coogler's a millennial like us, so like sometimes millennials, because we appear young, we don't realize when we're missing with like X's generation,
Yeah.
and it's very easy for us to miss that. And I can admit that. Like if I didn't work in the elementary school, I would have been way more lost. Like I would have been wearing a V-neck right now.
Bruh.
But I got another nitpick. When Agent Ross was in the he woke up from the high tech infirmary, and Shuri
Yeah.
was yapping about how everything works.
But yeah, she was giving it all up.
And so it was like, wait, your king didn't agree to all this yet. He just telling them everything. And do y'all remember what Agent Ross's job was?
It was like to infiltrate and find out, like,
Literally, like he's part of the
He's-
CIA. CIA and brown people don't got the best relationship.
I guess a nitpick
So
for
yeah,
me.
that part was like,
No, I don't even have a nitpick. I just thought it was really funny when they went up to the Jabari
yes,
and they were barking at him. I thought that part just never gets old to me. Them barking at him.
that was funny. That was a good moment.
That's like when was
What'd you say, X?
I Show Speed the streamer.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
like how, when he be barking.
He probably got it from that.
Yeah, he could have.
Just them barking and being like, no, you don't
'Cause that-
speak here. Like, you don't get to talk here. And he was so ready to do his YT man thing. Like, he was so ready to smooth everything over.
But you know what though? What we are lucky about while we're speaking about Agent Ross, that could have been a nitpick. He could have been an annoying white character, and they nailed him. I think like he wasn't.
Yeah, I thought that he did a good job.
Yeah, like
Yeah, he did a good
sometimes
job.
white people see black people and they be down and they start trying to do everything. He just said, "How do you need me to help?" And I'm here to listen. That's what white
Yeah.
people in black spaces need to do sometimes, especially when you don't fully get the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And at the end,
his character did good in all the
Every
ones that
scene,
he
his
showed up
character
in.
did good.
I agree. He was good
Yeah.
in Captain America 3.
But yeah, he was good.
All right, so nitpick for me. I hate that I'm doing this because people are like, "Do you like this movie?" I actually love this movie. It's like a 9 or 10 out of 10 for me. But I didn't like how easily T'Challa got beat by Killmonger.
I didn't like that either.
And
He's zero though.
he got 0. And the thing is, because the movie has so much to unpack, T'Challa's really a fighting prodigy without the flower. I don't think we got to see that fully
That's
in
true.
this movie.
At the same
So that was a
time,
nitpick.
weight
It should have been like a
wise,
good fight, but then he gets washed in the second half. My bad, Joey. What'd you say?
sorry, I was trying to say the same thing, like going back and watching it, I was kind of like looking at T'Challa's weight versus Killmonger's weight. It was kind of just like, well, no, duh, he got 0. Like, he looks really small compared to him, actually.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point, but in Marvel that would be mattering because Black Widow would be fighting like robots.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean,
They kind of showed, I feel like you
But
said, they
I mean,
showed more
Killmonger did
of
get
her.
big for that role, right?
Yeah.
also Michael B. Jordan has done other roles like Creed.
yeah.
where
Yeah, Michael
That's a
B.
good point.
He's one of the actors. Like he takes that working out stuff as part of his lifestyle, just in general.
Mhm.
So he's always gonna look jack for his roles.
To finish the nitpick, T'Challa, either he just learned from the fight because a lot of fighting is mental, but like in the second fight, he was like hanging with him, and even once he got him, he really got him. Like he washed him at the end. But the thing is, he was never washing him the whole time. So as I'm saying, it's not even a nitpick. That because I guess T'Challa is a genius and he just learned how to beat him. Never mind.
And
Never
plus, I
mind.
mean, they sold that whole Killmonger he was portraying the hungry one. Like
Mhm.
that's just like
Yeah.
you know
Oh,
he
for
had
someone not
he was.
thematic, that's good, Rob. So you gotta give you some more credit.
I be knowing, I just don't be caring.
All right. So
He wants
this is
to
But
gonna
yeah,
become
he
a
was.
thing. We're gonna start
nonchalant.
smoking over this. Yeah, this guy talk about some hunger as a theme. This guy's talking about the human condition now.
He was hungry. Well, I mean, all I did is when you brought it up, I just started thinking of it, and then just
But you
looking
said
into
an
it. That's
instant.
Yeah.
Dang, those glasses changed you.
Damn.
Yeah, T'Challa, he's already king. He just beat, there could have been a hint of not ego, but it's just kind of like, all right, look, this young boy, he not even from here. Like I just beat the man ape who's like twice my size. Like, let me just go ahead and like do this thing. He wasn't, I'm not gonna say he fully underestimated, but in that conscious, you see like he was like, look, I'm gonna give you one last chance. Like he was talking like, well, don't gotta do this. I'm gonna give you one last chance. And then he just was like, dog, I'm hungry. Like I've been training for this. I did all these tours, da da da. Got a notch for everybody. Like
Yeah,
his goal
yeah,
was to put him out of there. He even killed his uncle, right? His uncle tried to step in. Yeah, he was about to
Yeah.
yeah,
kill T'Challa. His uncle stepped in, so he just took him out. He would,
yeah. Actually, yeah.
and
Hey,
that
well,
shows a lot of times the heroes they can't. A lot of these heroes be holding back, just like Spider-Man. Like just to
It's
bring it back, like
domestication.
that's the number one theme that I be seeing in Spider-Man now is nobody truly knows his true strength because he's always holding back.
mhm.
So
Okay,
yeah,
that's fair.
It's the
All right.
domestication because like with any of these Marvel superheroes, if they were truly using their ability to their full ability, like they would be squishing people left and right. But that's their leash. They're dogs to the government. Like they're in chains. And that's why I think Black Panther was such a big movie because it was literally talking about people being in chains. And also like the other Marvel characters, they're in chains.
Okay. So, I mean, Civil War is kind of about that. In Black Panther, because his dad died, you lose logic because it's easy to have certain rules until your family members get involved in something violent. And he was like, "Y'all going to be in these chains? Like the government about to own y'all because my dad died, and y'all gotta be accountable. Like America's crazy."
What movie did his dad die in?
Civil War, so that's Captain America 3.
Yeah,
that was where he first appeared.
Mm-hmm.
because I remember him dying, but then when they were like showing it in the thing, I was like, when did this happen?
Got you. Yeah, he delivered a cool line that movie. Rob, you do it. You're better with quotes. When Zemo was trying to run away, oh no, Zemo was trying to shoot himself. What he say?
But yeah, he said the living are not done with you yet.
I was like, yo, hey, how he stopped the
And
bullets?
he just grabbed the gun with his hand.
Yeah,
Caught that
but
bullet in
but he
it.
caught the bullets with his hands too.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he just
yeah.
put his hand on the nozzle.
Zero was salty. Oh
Dang.
man, dang. He
Yeah.
tried to offer himself and he got thrown into the cell instead.
But that's where you
Dang.
see like, cause he was given when he first chased down Bucky. Now he was the hungry one because his dad died. He was gonna take Bucky out.
Do you remember the perspective it came in? He was a dot, and you just see the dot get bigger toward the screen.
Yep, and just grab him and just if
Man.
that helicopter ain't come, if Bucky ain't keep running, he was taking
Mm.
Bucky out.
You know who would have had a better fight against Black Panther? Captain America. I just wanted to make fun of your Bucky because you be dissing Cap for Bucky, so I just thought I'd do that.
Cap can fight, but nah, Bucky. A better fight? Nah. Bucky got caught off guard. He was on the run. You know what I'm saying? He
He
ain't never
was
get
a
a
hundred.
he ain't
He was
he ain't get a
100
fair
meters
one.
ahead of him.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, they ain't get to square up and get a fair one.
What kind of CIA agent is Bucky? Not CIA agent, KGB or whatever Russian agent he was. Like you can't sneak up on a Russian agent. He had
When
all
you
that
a
juice
when you
against
a stealthy,
Natasha.
I mean, he the Batman of Marvel. So yeah, he if anyone can, he can.
All right, I'm not doing this. And you're right. He is the Batman of Marvel in some ways, right?
Like that's his thing. Like you saw in the beginning of Black Panther, he be in the trees and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like so, stealth is his thing.
All right, I concede, or I yield. Um. All right. Did we do favorite moments? I was talking too much.
Nah,
All right. Favorite moments for UX.
When Killmonger wasn't on the screen.
dang man,
My goodness.
he got no mercy for this dude.
Well, Killmonger have no mercy on his girlfriend or the old woman he choked out.
If there
Choked
was,
Yeah,
out old woman
I
because
feel
she didn't
like
want
for
to burn the
X, I
flowers.
feel like for X, it was his acting was just cringy. So
yeah, it was just
like you killed your girlfriend for what? Like he just was wild. Whoever was writing that just they just was drawing.
You know what? I kind of like that though. Not the idea of a
it's
girlfriend getting
like
killed, but to show that he's nuts.
Yeah. But, yeah,
like
that's funny.
I get it though because like the well I guess we would have to watch more Marvel movies to really understand it, like understand the story because did Claw come in before the first movie?
I'm glad you asked me. So Claw premiered. So that's you said Black Panther's 2018, right?
Yeah.
He prepared an Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron, which is 2014 or 15, I don't remember. But so that's Avengers 2 for the audience. So Claw, they use Claw as a vehicle to introduce to people who knew that Wakanda is
Yeah, that was first mention of it when it's like, oh, they about to do Black Panther.
So like with that and it relates to Killmonger, like his point, like how everything happened, like how he ended up killing him to like get whatever the guy's name was, the guy who was in Get Out, on to his side.
Bro, what was that guy's name, by the way? I don't remember.
Killmonger,
Movie?
Yeah, the guy
I
from
don't
Get
remember
Out.
what his name was in the movie. I
I
know
have
that
it on my notes.
he's Daniel Okua or something like that.
Kalua.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
Kalua.
Killmonger's character, like, I'm not saying that Killmonger can't think, but like, it didn't really like come across. Like, it just kind of seemed like this is like, I don't know, like this is just it's
You pissed you off.
yeah. Like, I don't feel like it was done right. Like it, and that just goes back to the casting thing. Like, so, like
Wakabi, by the way.
I'm not putting together like a solid thought right now, but like I would have wanted Killmonger to be like, okay, yes, like he can be like over the top and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
but like he just seems so like hellbent, like John Wick, like he just like kept like killing people, like
I know what you mean. Can I help you out a little bit?
yeah.
So
It wasn't like the
basically,
Equalizer. He wasn't acting like the Equalizer. That's basically what it was.
although he's known, you're right, they didn't display that in some ways because he's known to be able to dismantle nations, but yet it was just gung
He looked
ho.
like he was
It
having
was
a
Yeah.
too
tantrum.
overboard. Like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
so
And he's smarter than that in like the description. They're like, oh, Eric Stevens, like he knows how to dismantle like kingdoms,
Yeah.
but he
that's
was
what
just Terminator.
said.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, it just didn't really seem like
I
he
never
just
thought of
seemed
it that
so
way.
hell bent.
Okay, so what I will say is, Justice was saying how Marvel always does the gray area villains, but my criticism of that is that the gray area is kind of handled weird sometimes. Like, for instance, I think Thanos and Spider-Man's villain, Vulture, from the first Tom Holland Spider-Man, I think that gray area is done the best because sometimes people do the gray area thing and it gets ruined.
But what are we talking about when we say gray area?
Whether or not they're right or wrong with
Yeah.
their
So
whatever their mission is.
yeah. And maybe Marvel did it this way on purpose, but I don't like doing this, but like if I was the superpower, like the head of Marvel, I would like them to make him seem a little less crazy because it makes his point look a little bit more solid. But
Yeah, exactly. But then like at the same time, well, you can argue it the other way too. That's why it's like that. But still, like I would have
some people are like that too.
yeah.
Because maybe he was so hellbound on Wakanda. Because I mean, let's look at it from his perspective. He knows something happened. He walked in, and his dad's done. And it seems like his dad was a single dad because it was implied that right, his dad was single because mom was
Yeah.
in the picture.
I'm not
Yeah,
really yeah,
something like
yes.
that. It was like
And
implied.
So it's like he has to go on this search, like what happened, and Wakanda's basically invisible. So he probably went at least he could have went like 10 years before he even got a single answer, because he probably
Yeah.
had to go to MIT and then do all the training and start digging in and be like, you know what? Someone probably told him there is a secret nation called Wakanda. They're known to do this, but
Yeah.
that's all
and
we know.
you find out that it's like your family.
Yeah.
Because he
So maybe he
And
was
said,
supposed to be
can
that
you
nuts.
imagine
the
a
thing
little
that
boy
made
from
his
Compton chasing fairy tales?
like they
Yeah.
orphaned him and they ain't need nobody to help him or nothing. Like that's why he was so mad at his pops, because his pops did that. His pops was wrong. Like T'Challa's dad,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he was wrong because all right, you killed your brother or whatever like that
Hmm.
for
What was he wrong for, in your opinion, Rob?
for leaving that boy there. That boy did nothing wrong to nobody. He was a little
He
kid.
should have adopted him.
He should have took him back to Wakanda because that's his home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman told him that when he met him in the plane. He said, "You were wrong." That's when he was yelling at him.
I agree. He
He
should have
said,
took him.
"I don't care about none of that war dog stuff. Who stole the weapons? You left that boy there." And he was like,
Yeah.
"You were wrong
Without
for
even
that.
taking care of him. Like, my
You
thing
just
is,
left him for dead,
you could
basically.
have sent them resources at the very least.
You
You
just
knew
left
he
him,
was
just
there and you just
killed
left
him,
him.
got in your ship, and left.
Yeah.
You
You
left a little
abandoned him.
kid with his dying father. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's wrong. Yeah, you're terrible for that." So
Okay.
that alone makes his anger, he's not wrong. He's not wrong for that. The drawing stuff he did is wrong. Like you going and
The
killing
anger
people that don't got,
beforehand is justified.
yeah, like his anger beforehand, afterhand, yeah. Like these people all here, and then you find out, dang, y'all living lavish. I got all this tech. I've been out starving on my own for all of my life.
So
And
it's
y'all been
kind
here
of
this whole
like
time.
when we see Robert DJing poolside and we just here eating beans and rice.
Man, this guy. So are you gonna go to somebody else's pool and give them a poison latte because of that?
How did you get there?
Because that's what Killmonger did. He
Oh, so
started
you're
killing
saying,
people.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like, yeah, you could be righteous to be mad about that, but you're gonna go down the street that has nowhere to do with me and just start offing people.
Great point. I
And then
mean,
while you're at it, you're gonna poison Carmen too because you don't need her no
no, no,
more.
no. And no, if I'm like Killmonger, she gets held hostage, I shoot her.
Yeah.
Like,
He
what?
just started, wow.
Care about nobody. Talk about I'm liberating people. Did you liberate your girlfriend from the living plane?
Yeah, like you could have
But
you all this special ops, you could have popped dude in the head, but you just had to make a point that you don't care.
Yeah,
So
actually.
he could have popped dude in the shoulder and saved her. He just said, "Oh, like I'm gonna take both of y'all out."
That's the type time he was on, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely
You know the crazy
he de-
part?
he
This
definitely was
part
with it.
this
Yeah.
part's supposed to be favorite moments, and we ain't even name our favorite moments, did we?
But nah, my favorite moment is that ending scene. It's
Okay.
always a part I feel like in a Marvel movie that they do good.
Hmm.
There's always a scene that gets you like in the feels or whatever. That was that one part in the movie. It's just when
Okay.
he came back out and he's like, "I'm not dead."
Okay. Did you have a favorite part, Joy? I mean, I suppose your name.
mm,
I'll dub it later.
I don't know if I had a favorite part. Going back and rewatching it, I was just like looking a lot at the setting and looking a lot at like the decor and everything like that. Some of the decor are kind of like had me rolling my eyes a little bit. Like, why would you really just have that? But I don't. I think
Okay.
maybe my favorite scene is when you first come into Wakanda and you're seeing the Wakandians
Yeah.
actually like interacting, because that I think was something that I was missing from like the shots when they're inside and you're seeing outside. It's like you don't see any people moving around like that. It's like seeing them made it come to life and seeing the
Right.
clothes that they're wearing and like what just how they're shopping and everything like that. That was really cool to me because it made this
Yeah.
imaginary place real.
I agree. That got me too. And he was like, this never gets old. I was like, that quote is perfect because this is a
Yeah.
really good view.
Yeah.
And the thing is, that was really Africa.
Yeah. I think it also kind of like makes you think
Give me a
about how
second.
like a lot of people think that Africa is just like dirt roads and that they live in huts and that they're a third world
Hmm.
country that's so poor, and it's like no, well, continent, because there are multiple countries, but it's like no,
Yeah,
there's a lot of countries that are very wealthy in Africa that kind of like you could say
yeah. Hmm.
that could have been where they got that Wakanda inspiration from.
Yeah. So I agree with that. I actually have more to say about that toward the end because that's a great point. Yeah, so I'm not going to add on too much because that was one of my favorite parts too. Also liked when they're at the was that casino they were at when they ran to Agent Ross?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a speakeasy or something like that.
Yeah, I enjoyed that whole sequence from them arriving there, counting the U.S. agents there, confronting Claw, and
That was a good fight scene.
yeah, the chase. I liked all of that. That's the part that was the most compelling to me. All right, let's move on to favorite character. Rue, you could start.
Oh, me. Dang,
Yeah, my
I
bad.
don't know. Once again, I don't really know if I have a favorite character. I'm gonna say T'Challa though, because yeah, I'll say that he was my
Okay.
favorite character. Watching him grow, watching him as a king and
Mhm.
as a character.
Okay. What about you, X?
My favorite character was not Killmonger,
Mhm.
but I mean, yeah, I don't
Yep,
mean to DE Peru, but I mean the Black Panther, Chadwick
that's a good
Boseman.
choice.
Yeah, rest in peace to the boy.
Great actor.
Yeah.
I would have been a Black Panther too.
All right, so then I got to pivot. I mean, I wrote down something different anyway.
Well, who was your favorite character?
Who was
Mine,
yours?
mine is Nakia,
Who was that?
the girlfriend. I couldn't think of. She's the spy. So I liked. So within a Avengers world, like when it's all of the heroes together, I love Black Panther. But within his world, I enjoy Nakia because she can fight. She's a spy. She saves people. She does it with stuff, and she knows how to fight. But she does it mostly with being a spy. A couple years ago, I probably would say Okoye. I like her a lot, but this wasn't her movie to shine to me. So I like Nakia because she was early to the whole you need to help people thing. Like that's one of the main reasons she became a spy. It seems like she was in the trenches in other countries. She was in Kenya saving people who were about to be trafficked. She even told T'Challa. So I think that was a mission of hers before the uprising of Killmonger. I think she wanted him to share resources with people of the diaspora, people on the mainland continent of Africa. I just like her a lot. And she did it without hurting the same type of people she was trying to help. Because for me, it doesn't make sense for me if Killmonger is doesn't make sense that he wants to help people and he was total trash to the people around him while doing it.
Mhm.
So it makes me feel like why wouldn't he just be a dictator or authoritative figure?
Mhm.
He can just be whatever dictator you heard about in history. So that's where I'm at with that. Next question I will ask. This is a general one. What did you love most about the film? I'll start with you, Ru.
Once again, like what I said, what the
It could be
film kind of
anything, big or small.
represents, where it's coming in with the aspect of Africa and the blacks that have been scattered around the rest of the world. That message and getting a platform, I guess, for Killmonger, his voice was important in that aspect because it's like giving them a voice because there is a lot of pain. There is a lot of trauma there that it's not going to be done and over with in a generation. So I think that was really cool because even though we are going and we have the luxury for movies to be entertainment to us, in a lot of other countries, movies are not just entertainment. They're actually the only voice. Sorry about that. It's actually like the only voice that a lot of
No,
people
you're
from
good.
other countries hear from America. So that was the overall message, and
No, that's a good point. I never thought of it that way.
for me that was pretty much it. The overall message, but also I was kind of sad because knowing the comics and seeing how everything plays out in Black Panther with our main actor unfortunately dying, like we're not going to be able to actually see the Black Panther story play out in live action. We don't really get to see all of his other opponents and his other relationships, because this kind of
Storylines.
posed it like this was his most captivating
It's a
relationship when
it's
it
a
was.
it's a thick joint walking around out here. Y'all hear me?
You talking to
Yeah, look at
us?
this. Look at this straggler.
Is
Oh,
that
it's
Tori?
Tori.
She looks like
Uh,
a dot.
Yeah, she looks like a dot.
What's up?
But before Robert had his ADHD moment, I would say that is a thing. But we can talk about that more because there's a lot, and I think the whole Chadwick thing takes up a lot
Mhm.
of space because the MCU would be in a better place if he was still alive.
Mhm.
So I think that's his own conversation. I think that could be his own podcast, like talking about the future of Black Panther, the impact, the lack of impact because he passed. So, but I would say that
They should have killed off Killmonger's
yeah,
character.
the MCU
they
be
did.
drawing about that. I mean, he technically could still be alive,
Yeah.
but Marvel is good for just killing a character that stays alive in the comics for centuries. Like that's just so stupid to me,
Yeah.
They
bro.
do.
Yeah.
Like they did in Iron Man 1. They just smoke stain
Like it's these
immediately.
villains. Like it's like we won't be mad if you just beat him up and like if he like or
Put him
if
in
he
jail.
crawls on the ship and gets away. Like I'm not going to be mad at that because that's how it works in every comic. Like they just like, oh, this is a
Yeah.
movie. We got to make sure we kill the bad guy. It's just like, dude, no. Like
Yeah.
now you got to
Or
Yeah,
keep
it
they
would have
digging
been
for
definitely
a
did.
all these
perfect.
other like they got to stop that. You can't keep killing them.
Storyline.
Now I like how
You got to
they
keep digging
they
for
learning from
storylines.
that because they didn't well I almost spoil it if people didn't see
Not even
Fantastic
for
Four.
storyline.
What movie? Oh
But I'm
yeah,
saying
we're not gonna do that
there's
yet.
other movies where I feel like they're starting to realize that they're not fully killing off whoever the main villain is.
Hmm. Okay. So
Like, all
Well,
right.
for
So something
with
I
go
don't
that,
care
ahead.
about spoiling people ain't see yet. This is a spoiler warning for Ironheart. But she beats her villain at the end, but doesn't obliterate him, and he's just still around, and it's cool. Like you don't
I
gotta
agree with
just
that.
kill them all. But dog, they killed two villains that be around and that are main Black Panther villains forever. They killed Claw, who's
Yeah.
like just as big as a Black Panther villain as Killmonger. Killed him, and
Yeah.
in a stupid way, he just got killed. Just like no big
Yeah.
fight, just ducking in between planes.
That really
Huh?
bother
Done.
you.
No, I'm just saying
That
overall,
really bother
Marvel
you.
just be drawing with that. They said, yeah, we're gonna
I
introduce
agree.
both of his
Okay.
biggest villains, and we're gonna kill both of them in the first movie. So now because you
Yeah,
do that, now
when you
you
put it
get to
that way.
Black Panther 2, and you got to fight this OP dude that you can't beat. So now you can't kill him because he's OP.
Yeah,
Like
that's a
she
good
wasn't
point.
beaten anymore.
All right. So what I love most about this is Robert, you ready for the philosophy?
Yeah, laid on me.
All right. So I love what was that?
Yeah,
Was
that
that
was
real? Anyway, so I love how this movie loved Africa. It didn't just love Africa, it loved African people. And when I mean African people, that includes African Americans, Caribbeans, and really just love them. It showed African. What? We lost him for a second. But Africa can have, so my view of Africa, it can have metro areas, it could be all jungle, it could be a mix. That's fine. Like they don't have to conform to American standards or Western standards. Like whether an African person drives a car, a scooter, a bike, they walk, they ride a horse. It's all respectable. We can't look at everything through an American lens. Like, and some of them are poor. Now they don't know they poor. That's fine. Like they don't live the way we live, and that's okay. Like their way of life isn't our way of life. So I like that Black Panther captured that real quick. It shows dark skinned people in a very positive light without having them be perfect. Because T'Challa's dad wasn't perfect. But overall, we can't say he wasn't a good dad. He just made that mistake as king.
Yeah,
And I can't
he
say,
made a mistake as king.
yeah,
He was too worried about whatever the bigger picture was that
yeah.
it probably was an oversight, but look what it cost him. It cost
And
him a lot.
yeah, I agree. Well, it didn't even cost him anything. It cost his family because he wasn't there
Hmm.
for it. It cost him his his friend,
Respect. His son don't respect him
and
either.
his friend died because of it.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Forrest Whitaker's character,
Oh yeah. Back the other uncle dude,
Uncle James.
Forrest Whitaker.
James. There we go. I don't remember his African name, but we'll call him James when he's in Oakland. And I think that last part matters because a lot of times we put black people, black women, we critique them hard when they mess up, but like, that's not, it doesn't happen to men as much. It don't happen to white people as much. So I think you should be able to mess up and still be able to get the family values out of that. Like a good person can mess up and a messed up person can do something good. Like Killmonger, apparently y'all saying he's messed up, but he had good intentions, kinda, not really, but y'all know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because at the
Yeah,
same
his
time,
eyes,
we didn't want him
he
killed.
wasn't doing that wrong. Yeah.
Oh well, I guess we didn't. Honestly, I don't like the way he took that lady. So like, whatever happened to him happened to him. Let me stop.
Yo, what the fuck?
Okay, so for y'all, starting with you, Rue, was the movie good, fire, or trash?
It was a good movie. It was a good movie.
Okay.
At that point in time when it came out, it was a great movie. But I feel like when it came out, were we like starved when it came to movies too? I don't know. But
Or an alright position movie wise, I think maybe. I don't know. I don't remember.
but
No, it was promoted well, and it just cultural. It was just a cultural phenomenon.
It was a cultural
yeah,
phenomenon.
That was the
it
first movie that, like, that movie alone was being played in countries that had, it was like some country that had banned movies, and that was the
yep,
first movie that like reopened their, I won't say their theaters, but whatever their laws was against movies, that country lifted, I mean, that country lifted that ban for that movie.
yeah.
And it was like an Arab country or something like that.
Okay.
And that
Yeah.
was like my point when I was saying how we have the luxury to watch it as just a theatrical, show. Some people, this is like their
Yeah.
impression of
Yeah.
us as people.
Okay.
So it was a way bigger movie to other people than, us who have got to see all of the Marvel movies. Like
Right.
for that country, that was their first Marvel movie.
I didn't even know that. You taught me something new. What was it for you, Rob? Fire, good, mid, or trash?
That was good.
Okay. What about for
It
you?
was good.
So I'm the only one, the guy that's perceived to be negative by my fans. I'm the only one who thinks it's fire.
It was a good movie.
Yeah,
I think it has its fire aspects, but I think it was just like a really, really good movie.
yeah. I remember when it first came out, like everybody was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god," about the movie, and it actually made me sit back and wait to watch the movie after kind of like the initial novelty of it kind of like started to die down a little bit. because I didn't want my perception of the movie to be swayed by anybody. I wanted to just watch it and enjoy it for whatever it was going to be for me. But yeah, I didn't think it was as great as probably many people hyped it up to be. But I think it was a really good movie.
Okay. So for me, okay, I thought it was fire. Like for
Yeah,
me,
Derek's sitting here like these guys are nuts.
these guys are nuts. But no, all jokes aside, I love the fighting. The fighting, like everyone had a distinct style.
I like
I
that.
like the way it was shot. I like the setting, the dialogue. Even though you could nitpick certain points, overall, I thought like the way he interacted with his sister, I thought that was really authentic for an adult sibling relationship.
What were the other animals for the tribes? Because the Black Panther, I guess, they're the Black Panther. There was the gorilla tribe. There was also the rhinos. So I would assume that the one tribe was rhinos.
I'll be honest with you, X. I'm not up on my Black Panther lore that much, so I don't really know.
I guess there would have to be a lion.
Is there even lions in that part of Africa? I don't even know what part of Africa they're supposed to be in. I just know it's Wakanda.
Are there gorillas in Africa?
It's definitely gorillas in Africa. Do you know there's no tigers in Africa?
No, they live in Asia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tigers are from Asia.
Okay. Well, that ruins that fact. But yeah. So to okay, I'm going to run off some facts, see if y'all knew this, and then we're gonna get to picking the next movie. So, some facts: Black Panther was almost made in the mid 1990s with Wesley Snipes, but that movie ended up being Blade.
Well, better choice
Better choice, I agree.
Way
for
better
that time
choice for
frame.
him.
Yeah, because the CGI wasn't there yet. It don't need to be CGI heavy, as we saw.
That first Blade.
But Blade actually has one of the worst CGI moments from what I've heard with the eyes.
Well, that was Blade Trinity, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was like the third movie. Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember
With
that
the
movie that well.
eyes? With whose eyes?
I
They
think he wouldn't
did
open his
his
eyes, so the CGI
yeah,
eyes on
he
him.
didn't wear the contacts, so they
Blade
CGI'd.
wouldn't open his eyes?
Oh no, no,
Something
no.
like
Oh,
that.
you're talking about when the last scene
But
when he wakes up. Yes, they did CGI his eyes. You're right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
Okay, I
Blade or Blade?
Blade.
Blade.
Yeah. When
I
he's
never
laying on
noticed
the
that.
table, it's the last
Blade
scene.
Trinity, I think.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna run through some more of these facts. Director Ryan Coogler will only sign off if he could bring his own crew, which is a big deal because this is Marvel. They tell you what to do. The car chase scene in South Korea involved 150 cars and 700 people. Michael B. Jordan wore 3,000 prosthetic nodes. So the scars,
Yeah.
it was 3,000 of them on him. So that probably took hours. You know, like when they be doing the makeup,
Yeah.
we taking like 6 hours a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Obviously, y'all
it's
probably know every
ass.
actress playing a member of the Dora Milaje had to shave their head, so they're all no bald caps. They all shaved.
They probably got
That's
paid
cool.
extra for
I
that.
was wondering that.
I mean,
Yeah,
the lower
man.
ones didn't get a huge check, but normally if they make you do like a real physical alteration to your body,
Yeah, there's a little bonus for that.
yeah,
Okay.
I
not
better get a
that's why
bonus for that.
that's what brought it to my attention that why Jason Momoa said if he's not getting paid in his contract to work out
Hmm.
for his movies, he's not working out.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's just dumb.
That's why what dumb to not pay him.
Dumb to not work out.
I
No,
mean,
he
not everybody. He just like dog. He said, "I like drinking beer and eating pizza,"
Well,
and
and the
that's why
workouts they
in
do
the
is like extensive
yeah, he's like, "I'm not doing 6 hours in the gym
because
every day."
they got to eat like boiled chicken like 10 times a
Yeah,
day.
Wolverine
You
when
don't
Hugh
need to
Jackman
do
did the
all
first
that. You don't need to work out 6 hours a day, eat boiled chicken all day. You just need to eat and work out.
Yeah,
That's
well, you're
absolutely not,
21. You're 22. They're like
absolutely
40.
not. To be in the physical shape and not need no CGI, like if you look at Hugh Jackson's Wolverine, he was in the gym. He was doing like not 6 hours straight, but he was doing like 2-hour
Performance
sessions.
enhancing drugs.
Some of them are.
Some, a lot.
Yeah, a lot, but they still in the gym for 6 hours a day. So
Hey,
Yeah,
obviously
remember,
the
and
they're not
enhancements, you
young
still got to
men.
work it out. Yeah. These
yeah,
dudes, these dudes are taking these roles in their 30s. They're not, they're can't, most of the big name actors that get the big roles, they're 30 plus.
Okay, so
The
here's
young
another
guys don't
fact.
have enough of a what's it called, a resume yet to get those roles.
That's fair.
But that's why my point was that's why in the Fast and Furious, Jason Momoa is bigger. Like he's not in shape
Got you.
because they didn't pay him. They didn't pay him to be in shape for that role.
Okay.
that's kind of
So,
funny though. It's
another
kind of
fact.
really
Ryan
funny because
Coogler.
you know they want them, so you gotta pay
He
me.
said it, and he said it in the interview too.
I
Exactly,
mean,
but I like it because he's saying like basically I'm getting paid to act. Like I didn't get booked off of I got paid for my acting skills. If you want me to be in
all
that
that
gym and
became
get
bonus
shredded, like
afterwards.
what he did. So basically, he said he got paid to get shredded for Aquaman.
Okay.
He's like these other movies that they're not paying me, I'm not doing it. I was like, I respect that.
I'm with that. I think you should get paid for what you're putting in.
Hmm.
So, in the post-credit scene, it shows T'Challa addressing the UN. Y'all remember that? They're talking about them including themselves into the world now.
Yeah.
Ryan Coogler did that on purpose to mirror Iron Man 1 because he enjoyed the press conference scene so much because he saw that in film school. So it's very interesting to turn around. Like Iron Man 1 really hit him as a film student. And that's only 8 years later. He's in MCU now. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Lupita Nyong'o paid for 600 children in her hometown of Kisumu, Kenya to see the film. And this happened because she joined the Black Panther Challenge started by Frederick Joseph. Don't know who that is, but shout out to him. He raised $50,000 to send children in Harlem to see the movie for free.
Right.
The Wakanda Forever salute, that was inspired by the way pharaohs are buried in some West African. Sorry, that was inspired by the way pharaohs are buried, and is inspired by West African sculptures. So the gesture, the actual X, it
Mhm.
means hug in American Sign Language. I
Oh,
hope
I
that's
thought
right
that
because
meant
I ain't looked it up.
Xavier.
Um, Donald Glover wrote the jokes for the film, so maybe he's the reason y'all didn't like the funny parts.
Yeah, maybe that's why it wasn't that
No,
funny.
But I
seriously.
like Donald
No.
Glover's comedy. It's just, I
I
don't know which
do,
ones he
but
wrote.
sometimes he does have some dry humor.
Who
Yo,
is
so it made over so that movie made over $1 billion. Was it the first Marvel movie to make $1 billion?
Avengers 1.
Avengers 1 did $1 billion.
Mm-hmm. That's a good question, though.
So that's for that to be a solo movie to make as much as an Avengers movie is big.
You know what else made $1 billion that you wouldn't think of? Captain Marvel.
the
Captain
first
Marvel. Captain Marvel
billion,
was a good movie. I didn't think that it made $1 billion, but that joint was good.
the first
Yeah, so
ever?
it's 11. I'll read the list off to you real quick while you ask, just so people can understand how special this movie is. So it's Avengers 1, Iron Man 3. I didn't know that. Age of
I know that.
Ultron, which is Avengers 2, Captain
Fire
America
movie.
Civil War,
Fire movie.
Black Panther, obviously, Avengers Infinity War,
Fire movie.
Captain Marvel, as I said,
It's a good movie.
Avengers Endgame,
Fire movie.
Spider-Man Far From Home.
Far From Home. Is that the one with Mysterio?
Yes.
That's a good movie.
Spider-Man No Way Home,
Good movie.
and Deadpool and Wolverine.
That's a good movie on its way to being fire.
I got this ranked higher than that.
You got what ranked higher?
Black Panther.
Ranked higher than Deadpool Wolverine?
Yeah, but everything else on that list besides Captain Marvel, to me, Captain Marvel's good. Everything else on that list to me is fire. Iron Man 3 is probably good. Probably not fire. I
Yeah,
gotta
I don't think
revisit
that
that one
joint
day.
was fire. It was good. It wasn't my
People didn't like it
favorite
at the
Iron
time
Man
though.
movie.
All right. So let's get this game on the way. We're gonna do this spinner to see who gets to pick. So audience, because I picked Black Panther, it's between Rue, Justice, and X to see who picks. I'm gonna share my screen. Give me a second.
And share screen, you sound like Albert. One thing she gonna do, she gonna share that screen.
She is gonna share her screen.
Damn.
See how I did it? So I got the little spinner joint. Do y'all see the mouse moving?
Yeah.
hmm
Oh man, I exposed y'all real names. I could cut that out though. I'll cut that part out.
You have to respell justice.
You're right.
But he wrote Justine.
Can't
Or
type right now.
justice as in letters.
He
Hang on,
wrote
dyslexic.
justice.
Okay. So AI, cut this out. Okay, cool. All right, so y'all see I got the
Wait,
spinny
wait,
joint.
wait. This guy, you didn't change mine.
Shoot.
This guy's nuts.
I am nuts. I gotta be nuts enough to do a podcast with y'all. All right, AI, cut this out. All right, so I got the spinny thing. I see the names. So we wanna do I hit spin? Yeah, I do. Okay. First time doing this. Oh, Joy, you're right. You are privileged.
You said I'm right. What?
So Rob, it's I mean, I say you're right. Justice is privileged because it picked him.
Damn.
He's probably gonna pick John Wick.
That's what he's gonna pick. You about to pick John Wick, ain't you?
Dang, I wasn't, but now that you
What were you
that
gonna
you
pick if it
think
wasn't John
about it,
Wick?
Civil War.
Well, that is a good one. But I mean, yeah, you can do John Wick. It's up to you. It's your pick. I don't want to influence you.
Dang.
No, I want to do Civil War.
All right. Captain America Civil War.
Sounds good.
All right.
Maybe that'll be what I watch right after this.
I mean, it's an easy watch. Very
Yeah,
easy
it's an
watch.
easy watch.
I was thinking about watching Revenge of the Sith again.
That's a good watch too.
That'd be
You
a
didn't like it
good.
in the
That'd
mind.
be that'd be a good take when it roll on you.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Sith. That's Anakin, John, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anakin, I have the high ground.
How about we save that for the Star Wars podcast? You gotta say some of these voices, man.
I can always do them. They're
Yeah,
downloaded.
but it's not as special when they keep hearing it. Actually, I'm not the audience. I don't know. I'm just saying stuff. I
Ready?
don't know.
I'll
You
hit
were
him.
meant to destroy the Sith.
You done?
He
I
said
got
all that while he was crawling around
All right. I think this is
with no arms and no legs.
Thank you for watching the movie Mondays with the Slang Gang. I don't know if that's going to be the name. I was
I
just trying to
have
cut
one
Robert.
though.
Oh, what?
What?
I don't have friends. I got family.
And that was good. And you got your voice is deeper than mine, so it's like you had that you had that Vin Diesel like rumble.
I
Man
got
said, I don't got friends. I got family. What am I here for?
I should have been drawing and picked the Fast and Furious movie.
We would have enjoyed that.
Yeah.
well. Let's
Well, you already said Civil War is locked in. It's like a contract.
Yeah.
and let's just keep up with doing this, and we can do any movie. So
Yeah.
we
And
just have to
next time
be
is between you
consistent.
and Joy. Y'all got to do rock, paper, scissors on air.
Yeah, I'm excited
What?
to listen to this episode. Huh?
This
Do
one that we
rock,
just
paper,
filmed.
scissors of what?
Okay.
I know he said next time he said y'all would have to do rock, paper, scissors to choose a movie since I already chose.
Oh.
It's only you and X next time.
I'm probably going to do the spinning wheel, John, though. I just wanted to talk.
Yeah.
All right. So that is it for Black Panther. Maybe one day we'll do Black Panther Wakanda Forever on here. But for now, we're doing the prequel, Captain America Civil War. I think it's a good
So you get to
choice.
see and then you get to see him get introduced.
Yeah. Which was a pleasant surprise. I mean, we knew it was happening, but when it was first announced, it was wild. But we could cover all that later.
Yeah, when it was first, dang, that's when it forced me to go see what he was about. 'Cause when they introduced him, the first trailer with him in it
Mhm.
was the rooftop scene.
Oh, can I tell y'all? Um, this is the last thing because I was like know how to ramble. My first introduction to not Captain America to Black Panther. To your point, it was when there's a show called Earth Mightiest Heroes. It was on Disney XD.
Yeah, they always in that joke.
Yeah, and he came into Avengers Mansion and snuck through and like dismantled them because they didn't know what was hitting him.
Hey,
And I was like, yeah, all right, this guy's cool. This guy's really cool.
I never
So,
really watched any of the animated shows growing up.
well, you need to go back to it. You were already no, you were a kid when that came out because
I was always a
2011.
Power
Yeah,
Ranger
you're a kid.
fan.
Okay, but yeah, I think that's a good place to end it. I think that was a good first podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good. Thanks for having me.
No, absolutely. We'll set a day. Maybe we could keep the same day going, but obviously life happens.
lay down.
We could do like either Sunday and a Monday, or like how we did it today, Monday and then release it on Tuesday. It's entirely up to the group. So
Yeah, we'll just see. We could be flexible,
Yeah.
but all right, yeah, we could. I'm gonna hit the stop recording button so we could talk. All right, it's a wrap for today. Thanks for tuning in. Big shout out to the Slang Gang. Let's see if they'll let me get away with that and how long. But anyways, shout out to Justice Peru and X for coming through. We're gonna do this pretty much weekly. As you know, next up is Captain America Civil War, so we'll be back with that next week. Audio listeners, hit follow, leave a review, and share the podcast. It's the best way to support and helps more people discover the show. YouTube viewers, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. More listeners means more episodes. Want to go a step further? Support the podcast at buymeacoffee.com/avatarslang. The links are in the YouTube description, podcast description, and my Instagram bio. Stay connected on Instagram and TikTok and share your thoughts on anything we said today or anything I post on there. Thank you for being a part of the Slang Gang.